Candles, we need to make sure that each and every single candle is separate and individual so that you can see the flame of each one of the candles. If you're using wax candles, you can't have them so close to each other that they melt together and they come as one. And you can't light them all in a big bowl so that it creates a bonfire type of flame. Every candle needs to be in a row, it needs to be set, and they need to be distinguishable and recognizable. The question is, why is this the halacha? And what does this halacha mean for us in general? There are two parshiot that are most connected with Hanukkah. The first one is Vayishlach and the second one is Vayeshev. In Parshat Vayeshev, we have the story of Yaakov going back to meet his brother Esav. Now it seems very strange, and Rabbi Sachs explains that it seems to be that the first half of Yaakov's life, he really is trying to emulate Esav. So we see it from the very beginning. The two brothers fight in the womb, and Yaakov is holding onto his heel as he's born. Yaakov has to buy or trick him into selling the birthright. Yaakov comes and he steals the bracha that was meant for Esav. And it really seems to be every step of their lives, everything that Esav has, Yaakov one by one systematically starts to take away and embody as his own. But the big question is, why is Yaakov doing this? Why does Yaakov feel such a need and find it to be so important to chase after Esav's life? If we were to put it into modern terms, Esav is the classic hero. He's big, he's strong. Esav itself means that he was born ready, he was born made and complete, and everything about him it was confident and it was passionate and it was strong. He was ready-made. And this is something that Yaakov seems to really want. Now Yaakov goes away for 22 years, and when he comes back to Israel with his whole family and with his wealth, so he's about to meet his brother. Now, before we get into the encounter between Yaakov and his brother Esav, I want to tell you a little story. So my sister, when going to one of her best friend's wedding, so she was getting a custom-made dress. Now, getting a custom-made dress, or for guys, when you're getting a custom-made suit or a tailored suit, so it's a very exciting time. You find one suit in the store that you like, or you find the fabric, you find whatever it is that you like, the style, and you try it on, and if you like it, all of a sudden everything is designed and tailor-made to fit your body. Everything that you want to show is able to be shown, anything you want to hide is able to be hidden, and it's really tailor-made just for you. You feel confident, you look better, you feel better, everything about you is just brimming over with confidence. Now our lives are no different. When Hashem created us and when we were born, so our lives were tailor-made to us. It was something that was very special. Every part of our lives fits us, to our personality, our upbringing, our family, the people that we meet, our destinies. Everything was totally tailor-made for our lives. And to search after anybody else's life or to run in some other direction, so it would really seem to not make sense. Life is not a one-size-fits-all clothing store. It is actually a custom designing store in which our lives are custom made just for us. So now we fast forward and we get to the story of Yaakov meeting his brother. So right before Yaakov meets his brother, he does something that's very strange. He actually takes a night off. In the middle of the night, he walks away right before he's about to have this unbelievable encounter with his brother, and he's by himself. And who does he meet? He meets an angel, the angel of Esav, and he's battling with him, and he's fighting with him. And what Rabbi Sachs explains is that on a deeper level, what Yaakov is doing is he's fighting the very demons that are inside of him. For the first half of his life, he has tried to emulate and embody and live up to being Esav. He's taken everything from Esav. He has lived the life path of Esav himself. And all of a sudden now he's fighting with that spirit inside of him. And what he does is he's able to submit that angel, and he totally defeats it. And now Yaakov is given a new name. He's given the name Israel. And he is now somebody who has overcome man. He has fought with God and has overcome him as well. And he has now become a unique and individual person. Now when he comes to greet Esav, so he's coming with a whole new sense of confidence. Yaakov truly realizes who it is that he's supposed to be and what his mission in life is. When he approaches Esav, he tells him, Yesh kol, I have absolutely everything. Now, if you go back to the original bracha that Yaakov took from Esav, so the bracha was comprised of two different parts. One was wealth, that he would have mishmanei haaretz, the fats of the land, and the other was that he would have power, and that his brothers and everybody would bow down to him. So what Yaakov does is he's essentially giving the bracha back to Esav, saying, Esav, whatever it is that I took from you, it wasn't meant for me. I don't want it anymore, and you can have it all back. So the first gift that Yaakov gives is all the animals, and he gives tons and tons and tons of wealth over to Esav, saying the first bracha was wealth, take it. I don't need the wealth, I don't want the wealth. The second part of the bracha of the power, so Yaakov takes his whole family and all of his servants, and they all bow down to Esav. He's essentially giving him the power. So the two very things that he took in the bracha are the two things that he's giving back and saying, Yesh li kol, now that I'm Yisrael, now that I have fought and I've wrestled with my own demons, and I've emerged, as the Torah tells us, Yaakov emerged shalem from his fight with the angel, so he now realizes exactly who he is and does not need anything from Esav. So we come back to the Hanukkah candles. Every single Hanukkah candle needs to be recognizable by itself, because each and every single one of us have this special light inside of us that was tailor-made and designed just for us. Nobody else can do it, and we can't be anybody else. So when it comes to lighting the candles on Hanukkah, think to ourselves that from the dark, I emerge. I emerge as a light. I can shine my light onto everybody. I'm just as equal as the candles are, and my light by itself shines bright. Happy Hanukkah.